Hey guys, it's me, it's your best friend. Let's talk about Diablo 4. I want to give my thoughts on the new rogue class. I wish I'd been doing this the entire time because I have lots of thoughts when for Diablo games. It's my favorite franchise. You would not have known that um, in the beginning. We're just doing StarCraft. I love StarCraft. It is the only watchable game to me. But I love Diablo. I love the dark universe, and I love dark medieval fantasy, scary crap. Um, yeah. So right away, I've noticed that in this gameplay, there's no more flashing when you hit guys. Apparently, that's a toggable feature now. That's good. I hope these health bars. Oh, there's some symbols I've just noticed. You got a symbol here, a symbol there. These icons. Fire enchanted, I guess. Yep. Um, I hope I can toggle the damage. I'm sure I can toggle the damage. The effects like stunned or whatever, immobilized. I hope I can toggle the health bars. I kind of would like the health bars, the option to put the health bars at the top, where like in Diablo 2, it only shows one health bar at a time, and it's the last target you attacked. I don't like health bars cluttering my screen. I want to be immersed in the gameplay. I want to feel. I don't. Like I don't care if it gives me a disadvantage. I rather. I rather. I don't know. I don't want to see this stuff. I want to see all the user interface stuff. I also noticed the arrows bounce. I don't know if that's her bow or it's a passive, but I think that'd be really. That's a cool thing to have. Especially if you can intentionally bounce in directions, like Hanzo's arrow in Heroes of the Storm. That I think that would be cool, and it's the splintering arrow thing. I really hope they go with more skill based play, and I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm sure there's differences in skills in MOBA games than in RPGs. I personally feel like it would be better to have like more tactical skills, like in not every single skill, but a lot of skills that are in MOBA games are a lot more tactical and strategic. You can't just spam them, and I hope that I have more situational tactical skills like that. And they did show a couple here, like the Caltrops is more situational, which is cool. Because the rogue jumps back and throws a bunch of caltrops, and then obviously it does some damage and it slows enemies. So that you aren't going to just spam. Also, the Shadow Step or Shadow Realm or whatever it's called. I think they use it right here. Boom. Yeah. So that's a really cool skill. I really like that. It's very tactical. It's not something you just spam. Although I heard that it makes you deal more damage while in the Shadow Realm. And I have mixed feelings about that because then you could kind of spam it on one target because you may as well because you do more damage. So I don't know. I get though why they would make you do more damage so you can take out a target quicker. I don't know. Yeah. So there's that. But I love that it is tactical. You zone people out and you do stuff. It's cool. Her run animation looks pretty good. It looks a little bit funny to me sometimes. I think it's when she starts running. I mean, it looks amazing. It's I'm being overly critical. But if I were to tweak it, her shoulders seem back quite a bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it too. I don't know. Maybe I'm probably just being super picky. Also it still looks a bit too cartoony to me. Like some of these, I don't know. Some of the color palettes for like these spiders are okay, but I think it was more so the Fallens, like these big ones with the big, like the huge oversized upper bodies and tiny legs. I don't really like that. This guy right here, this enchanted guy, it's too cartoony. Like it looks like the silhouette. I mean, it's nice silhouette value, nice cartoony silhouette, but realistically, it looks a little bit too cartoony. These guys are fine. They don't have like over hulking upper bodies and tiny legs. These ones are okay, but it's starting to push it. That the special guy was the most. I think there's a difference, right? Or am I just saying stuff? Yeah, he's like, it's just really big. Huge arms, tiny legs. A little bit too cartoony. Where were we? Turtles with health bars. Can you attack them? You must be able to attack them. Why are they there? They're just not even moving. They're just look like statues. Oh, I love the horse though. The horse is amazing. I love the horse. I love that you have trophies on it, like heads and stuff like that. Customize it. An idea for you, Blizzard. Stuff that you can get for a horse adds buffs to you when you dismount for X amount of time, or adds buff to the first ability you cast to dismount, or if you get knocked off your mount, you have a buff or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's some ideas. I'm sure you thought of them, but if you haven't, there, give you some. Yeah. The jumping is cool too. I'm on board with that. I think that's fine. It'd be kind of interesting if I think all classes are gonna jump, or maybe it'd be kind of cool if all classes couldn't jump, like the rogue could and the druid could if he's in wolf form. That'd be kind of neat. But then you'd have to build areas around that. But the barbarian could leap attack. I mean, that's just jumping anyway, so you may as well let him jump. And the sorcerers could teleport. I don't know. I'm probably being too technical, so screw that. That's a dumb idea. Skeleton two-hand. Placeholder name, maybe. Skeleton one hand. Is it one hand? Let's see. Skeleton one hand? No, just skeleton. Skeleton two hand. But yeah, so I hope they... it's weird. Diablo 2... I don't know what has better graphics. That's weird to say. Some of this, like, it's weird. I don't know. Like, this gameplay looks like awesome, but some of the, maybe it's the movement, the way she pulls her bow. Like, this here looks a little bit like Diablo 3. Like this. It's probably the lighting, like the character specifically. Maybe it's how bright it is, because you can like you probably can dye your clothes and make them brighter, and this person made it a bright red. There's no shadow. Look, the shadow, there's only like these two dots here of shadow. Where's the shadow? And so there's not much shadow on the character either. So there's some lighting that I feel like makes it, I don't know, the Diablo 2 like graphics, the resurrected graphics look amazing. There's a lot more, there's like really great fluid animations here in the gameplay, obviously, really awesome. Was looking really nice. I love how she can use swords and daggers, by the way. And this guy looks pretty cool. But I'm confused about, I don't know what it is. I think it's lighting. I don't know what it is. But I think it's like the fact that there's no shadows here. Like, she doesn't have a shadow. She just has like a little bit of shadow next to her feet. And so there's not much shadow on the characters either. A little bit on his like ankles and stuff. But like this druid here, like there's not much, It kind of, the lighting is all blended together. There's no concentrated shadows of like, I don't know. I think that would be nice. I feel like it adds to the atmosphere. Like this. Look at here. Look at this. See the shadows? How come they don't have that? What's going on? That's what I'm talking about. And see, look, on the back of these spikes too, there's like these deep shadows. There's no deep shadows on the character models or on the ground. It feels like they're not standing there, kind of. It doesn't have that realistic grounded look. I think that's what's kind of bothering me about some of this lighting. I think the lighting moves with the camera. You can look actually in the shadow of this weapon here that the skeleton dropped. He drops it, and watch the shadow move as the character moves. You see? The shadow's moving. So I think it's because the lighting is like in and on top of the character. It actually messes with the lighting. It doesn't produce the natural shadows that you normally would get. I've been saying shadow a lot, sorry. See, there's shadows here though. I don't know. So maybe it's just those couple areas or something. But and this is what. So if you watch my Diablo 2 Resurrected video, this is what I don't like here. There's another thing I'm worried about for Diablo 4. This actually is two things. Try to remember them both. The way items are shown on the ground, they're glowing. I get why they're doing it. One, they're glowing. I don't like that. Don't like that they're glowing. It breaks the immersive, look of everything. The fact that it's glowing, it looks like it's magical and it's hovering, and it's I don't like it. The other thing is that I hope they aren't doing this, but if all armor looks the same on the ground, I don't know. It's just me being picky, but like I get why they're doing it, because like you see armor, it's gonna look the same on the ground, so it's easy to identify. You don't have to question what it is. I get it, but it's like, again, it's like, well, you're also questioning what it is, because it's like, well, what kind of armor is it? Is it chainmail? Is it plate mail? Is it cloth? So in that way, you're guessing what it is. You don't know what kind of armor it is until you hover over it and you pick it up or whatever. Anyway, I don't like the cosmetic of that. I would play without it on. Also, I don't know if I'm being picky. I'm being negative here. I'm really excited for Diablo 4. For some reason, I'm being negative. This potion looks, I don't know, weird. It doesn't look, I don't know. It looks like it's not fully rendered. It's an alpha, or it's not even an alpha. So of course they're gonna update stuff, and things aren't gonna be look perfect. But I'm just saying stuff. Again, everything looks so amazing. I'm just pointing out the things that, because I want this game to be really the best it can be. So I think I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, no, don't do that, please. I don't know. I'm just like, so I just want it to be so awesome. I want everything to be obviously the way I'm hoping it to be. But that's one person and not everyone. This guy has like this blue cloak bathrobe on, this druid. Yeah. Oh, the other thing. That's the second thing about the items. I saw a picture of an item that somebody posted on Reddit, and it makes me a little bit worried about itemization. And is that the so you get to add stat points to your character. You get like, I think it's 5 stat points. You get to customize your character. That's cool. The item that was shown in this snapshot was a level 40 item, and it added like 70 something to all attributes, and then like 150 to this attribute, and like 100 to that attribute or something like that. And while I don't like the big numbers, the main concern is that the numbers on one item, is a rare item, overwhelmingly outweigh your natural level up points for your stats. Like, you think at level 40 you get 200 stat points. And this single item, you can equip a lot of items. A single item adds 70 to all attributes. There's 4 types of attributes. That's already double more than, that's like almost, not quite double, but a lot more than your entire like 40 levels of attributes combined. So one item is already like, basically your stat points aren't really changing much at all if that's the case. Look, there's a shadow here. See, this lighting looks better. You can see the shadow on the model and the shadow on the ground. So I don't know what it is about the cave, but the weird cave lighting, this lighting is weird. But yeah, so those stat points really, like, the items kind of worry me with those stat points. Like, they just like, why give us a choice to level up specific stats when items just overwhelmingly just crush those points. They're like decimal points basically. So I don't know what the max level is in the game, but I hope they change that, because that seemed kind of Diablo 3-ish. It wasn't like in the thousands or anything, or plus 1,000 to this, but still, it's really high numbers, and it diminishes the whole reason to focus your stat points into this or that. It feels very minimal and like inconsequential for as your character. And they did say they're going to balance out your character's power is going to be just as meaningful as your item power. But looking at that, didn't really feel like it. So maybe it's like just a, hasn't been fully updated. Maybe it was gameplay from a while ago. Who knows? But I hope that's not the case. Fingers crossed. This guy looks great, though. The rogue looks awesome. I love that the rogue is shooting a bow, using melee weapons. I don't know why they haven't done this before. I love it. It's the new Amazon, basically. You have your melee, you have your range. You can hop between the two if you want to. The powers look cool, like the skills. I prefer a little bit minimized of spell flashiness. But I think they have held back on it a bit, especially in comparison to Diablo 3. And you know what? I think people prefer flashy but not too flashy spells. So I think they probably hit the right middle ground for flashiness of spells but not being too flashy. Me personally, I kind of like it being held back a lot more. But again, I'm super happy with this gameplay too. So me being picky, I'm actually a picky person. Maybe it's not a good idea to give my feedback on things. But anyway, looks really good. I'm super excited for D4. I can't wait to see what the last class is. My guess, I'm betting it's probably some sort of holy warrior, a cleric, or a paladin, or a crusader, or a priest is what I'm thinking. Or something with some other name that fulfills the holy warrior kind of thing. But or Templar, I guess it could be. That could work as a holy warrior, maybe. But yeah, I'm betting it's going to be that. And what happened? The statues broke. I don't think it's going to be a necromancer. I think they said something about necromancer because they just did a necromancer in Diablo 3. They didn't want to do it right away for Diablo 4, like probably an expansion or something. I think I remember hearing something like that. But yeah, so my bet it's going to be some sort of holy warrior. And they did want to do, in Diablo 2 original expansion, David Brevik did say that the next expansion they were going to make a cleric class. So maybe they will finally fulfill that and make a cleric. Spellcaster, but also could be kind of a warrior with weapons and stuff like that. With holy magic and blessed thingies. Yeah, okay. I think that's just about it. Rogue is looking fantastic. The trailer looked great. I guess maybe I should do my thoughts on the trailer as well. The Rogue is a perfect addition. Great addition. I love the little throwback to the Diablo 1 class / colors and things like that. She even looks like the Rogue a bit from Diablo 1. And they can they can do, like, they have their own personal quests, which nobody else has, as far as I understand, that causes them to join a clan. And one of them can be the Sittlers, the Sisters of the Sightless Eye. Anyway, looking forward to this game. I'm so excited for the open world kind of aspect and the running into random people thing. And and the horses. I can't wait for be barbarian and wield 4 weapons and hit everyone. Also the PvP, super excited for. This is all, yeah. So either way, even if the game isn't exactly the way I want it, I'm gonna be stoked to play this game and be playing it as soon as it comes out and playing it all day, every day. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this feedback and these thoughts. I'm gonna do one for the Rogue Cinematic. See you later. Bye, guys.